I wanted to ask you a little bit about your background. Doing a little bit of research on you, and so obviously you're very accomplished in your home state of Kentucky before obviously having a good career in Alabama. When for you did it become evident that the NFL would be a possibility?
Um, Honestly, and I say this modestly, but my first carry in high school when I was a freshman was like a 60-yard touchdown or something like that. And so I was like, okay, well maybe I got a shot at this. Going into it, it was obviously always a dream, but that first time I touched the ball in high school and I took it for like 60 and a touchdown and like a scrimmage, I was like, okay, maybe I got a chance, and that's when I really started to focus on making this a goal more so than a dream.
And one last one for me. Obviously, you played with a lot of good running backs at Alabama. How much did that situation just help prepare you for the NFL with the Patriots? Or obviously, you guys play with you have good depth as well as at running back.
I think it was very important. Just having that understanding that you're not always just going to be a one man show. I know that there's some guys out there that they're the feature back, and then that's just kind of it. That's your first, your second, third down back. Every situation, and I think being in that situation kind of helped me prepare for coming to a team where we had a lot of great guys in one room, and so I was thankful for that in college because I had the opportunity to learn from a lot of guys and see guys out there that knew how to do things better than I did. And so then whenever I came to the league, I think that kind of helped my transition.
Awesome, thank you.
Next question, Chris Ryan, followed by Doug Hyde.
Hey, Damien. Hope all is well with you. Wanted to ask you a little bit about what the last couple of weeks have been like for you, where defense has been a little more keyed on the run, particularly last week against the Cardinals. And what's that experience been like after you've had such success the previous weeks?
It's part of the game. Teams make adjustments and teams do things to stop what we do well, just like we do for other teams. So, it's just kind of is what it is. We still go out there and we try to put together the best game plan to give us success, no matter what the defense is, how they're playing us, and sometimes the games have to go a different way. Sometimes we got to go out there and run the ball, sometimes we got to go out there and throw the ball, sometimes we got to go out there and do both. So whatever opportunity we get, we want to make the most of it. And we know that we're playing good defenses week in and week out. With great players and great coaching. So it's no surprise whenever a team goes in and tries to stop something that we do well, and we just got to step up in other areas and continue to try to play complementary football from offense to defense to special teams. Run to pass, however you want to dice it up. So we just got to keep going out there and keep executing whatever's called, executing the game plan that's put in front of us, and try to go out there and have success on offense.
Do you see anything personally that you can do, differently in watching the tape? Because it looks like, there's not much that you can do in order to try to get extra yards in that you don't have a lot of options out there in order to do so. Is there anything that you look at and say, I can do more and I need to adjust to what defenses are doing?
Well, every week, my job is to get better, and that's my focus every single week. Regardless of what the previous game was, I know that there's always an opportunity for me to get better and to learn and to go out the next week and try to play better. So, like I said, regardless of how the game goes, it's one game at a time, and I just want to go out there and do my job and do it better week after week, and continue to improve, and just continue to try to do my job to help this offense be successful.
Thanks, Damien.
Doug Hyde. I think Doug might have dropped off. Last question. We'll try to go to Levin Reed one more time. We can't really hear you, Levin. Sorry. Last question, Max Cerullo.
Hey, Damien, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted two quick questions for me. One is just wanted to ask about James White. You guys have followed kind of similar trajectories where he also didn't play very much as a rookie and then kind of came on in his second year. And I just wanted to get a sense of what you've learned from him as you've grown as a player over the last couple of years.
Yeah. I can't even really put into words how much you can learn from a guy like James White. First of all, just being a professional. The way that he takes care of his business, the way that he comes to work every single day with the mentality of being a leader and being a guy, a go-to guy that we can depend on, and he never lets us down. And I think that's all just a testament to his the way that he leads, the way that he approaches the game, and just the way that just the type of person that he is. He shows up to work every single day and does his job, does it well, rarely ever makes any mistakes. And, he's just a guy that you can look to and be like, that's what, this team is supposed to be about. His toughness, his mental, the way that he approaches the game mentally, physically, the way he takes care of himself, keeps himself available, and then goes out there and does his job. So just for short, I mean, I think that having a guy like him to look up to has been very helpful in my development as a player. And I really look up to him a lot, and he knows that. I tell him every day, every chance I get. But James White is definitely a guy that you can say, yeah, like I want to be like James White when I grow up.
Thank you.
Thanks, Damien. Thanks, everyone.